What's up, guys? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the evening. Um, we got to think of a legit name, like an actual name of what we're gonna call this evening masterclass, evening options masterclass with seven-figure pro trader Cruz Hernandez. It's weird to like put my accolades into stuff I'm just not used to. Like it's like when everyone's singing happy birthday to you, and you're just like, I don't know what to do with my hands, and you're just chilling. It's what it feels like whenever I get like my accolade. Put everything out there. So, but welcome, guys. Welcome to the evening masterclass here, where we do this every Tuesday and Thursday. We're doing it now. So where we usually just have a topic we go over. I could answer some technical analysis questions from you and go over some trades and things like that. I think today what I really want to go over, since we had such a crazy day, we have the meme stocks going kind of crazy, and then we also have the bigger market cap stocks going crazy as well. I think we want to focus on just like overall sentiment and what we're looking at for the rest of the week, or at least until Thursday when we go ahead and do this as well. A couple of housekeeping items before we go ahead and jump in. We do masterclass. We trade live on Wednesday mornings. So if you want to come and hang out on Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. here on YouTube, we do trade live on Mondays and Wednesdays. Hopefully tomorrow is a whole lot better than what Monday was. Monday was kind of slow until it was almost the exact same thing that we had in this pattern on today, but hopefully we have a little bit more action tomorrow. Some good hangs, good vibes. Go ahead and hang out. So come and trade live with us tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, and then we'll be here again at 7 o'clock Thursday evening, okay? Housekeeping stuff, just I don't think I really have all too much here, guys. I am going to be changing the prices again. I know you're probably thinking like this guy changes the price of his membership all the time. Right now it's only $84 a month. I do believe that it's going to be changing. I'm going to make a better price structure probably going this weekend. So I would take advantage of the $84 a month before it does change. I'm putting a lot more value into the membership and the things that you get in a membership. So it's probably going to change and go up just a little bit. So take advantage. You go to newedgewallstreet.com and get in that. And all right, so let's go ahead and hop on in. Let me get my screen over here, and we're gonna do away with this screen. I was just going ahead and working through some stuff, but if you guys have tickers or anything that you guys want to go over, let me know. Kind of just doing a review of everything that happened today. We had BBBY, right? Bed Bath and Body, or Bed Bath and Beyond, not Bed Bath Body Works. Stupid. Um, oh, my phone fell again. If you guys were here, I think it was yesterday or Sunday, my phone fell the same way that it just did right now. It's gonna wind up breaking one of these days. All right. So BBBY here, guys. It doesn't even necessarily have a huge short interest, which is nuts. It's just kind of being pumped. If you come over to the Finviz, which I know that is not the best source for the up-to-date information as far as like the short float and stuff, but we could put in BBBY. And if you come over here, you have your short float, and it's, oh, actually it is pretty good. So 42.48. So 42.48 is what it is, and so that is fueling that move to the upside. I thought it was more closer to like 14 or something like that. I don't know why I thought that, but really nice move here today, guys. This is an actually exceptional move, and showing some strength before the actual larger cap stocks took off kind of midday. But this this pattern and the where we got here today, if you go, I want to go ahead and zoom out and talk about just kind of, when things start running, where you're putting your targets at. And if we come and look at this daily here, we kind of put this line right here in this area, right? And then we extend it to the left. And what we're going to do is also put our swing chart in here, and you could see that the higher volume node was right here at this 29-ish area, and that was almost exactly the top of where it got to today. So there's no guessing. There's no, chance as to, where the target was. It's absolutely right here at the top where it had run through previously, and then also right here where all this volume had been done before. So you got this volume resistance right here at this 29. Now, as far as it going into the rest of the week, I do not believe that this thing is done. So we got a little bit of a sell off against that level, and we did come back and reaccumulate here at 19, and then after hours we're up a little bit. I don't think that they're necessarily done with this. So as far as if we come over on the option side and we look at where the options are positioned for this is going to be for the end of this week. We have 14,000 stacked up here at the 25, then another 14,000 at 30 right here. So it is going to be a little bit hard for it to stay above and move over 30. If it does, it will move a lot more aggressively, and then the next stop would be 40 and then 45. So 45 is like the absolute like big resistance. Support is over here at this 17ish area, so where it's a little bit bigger, 20 to 17 on that one. What are the other meme stocks and stuff that were? I know there was a few of them that were being played today. I know there was like someone had said MEGL, something like that, and this one just went straight down. That's not really anything. I don't know what the other ones are. So AMC is trying to stay above this 25. It's having a really hard time getting and staying above this 25. So this is our big area of interest, mostly due to because of the options here as well at the 25. So if you come here, take a look. There's 19,000 contracts stacked up there at the 25, and then a little bit at the 26. So they will try to keep it underneath this here again for the end of the week. If not, the next move up here is up towards 30, and then support will be around 22 or so. All right. Don't be shy. Like if you have questions, if you have any type of comments or anything on what you want to go over, or just want to share your trades from today, happy to go over trades from today. I'll go over my trades for today. My original plan for today was to trade SPY SPX. I didn't really like anything too crazy. I did say that so Tesla, right? So Tesla was a little bit stronger than the other tickers in pre-market, and 920 was the support for it, and so I wanted this to dip and then go once it broke over 940 for it to get to, so 940 is the bigger resistance, and then 950. So, but as you could tell, it did have a little bit of trouble getting back over that level. So as far as that, I didn't take any trades on Tesla, but I did look at this SPY, and basically what our plan was is that we were gapped down here a little bit before the bell open, and so I wanted to pop up into this area, and there's actually some pivots right here, I believe. If you come, oh nope, there's not. Actually, I think it was the view up. So I'll pop into this area and then for it to fail and then come down towards 425, and that was the level that was outlined according to the options, and it just didn't quite get there. So I did try it once and it did come down. I took a little bit of profit, and then I tried a couple different times. I was like, okay, like now that it's up here, we'll go ahead and go down. It popped back up, and then I tried the long play whenever we're seeing the compression like this with the purple candles, right? Got stopped out on that whenever it broke to the downside right here, and then whenever this came back up and then revalidated and held above this pivot, I did go ahead and get some SPX, and luckily was able to make up my losses that I had. And I think I sold actually into the 430. I wasn't confident it going above 430 because of the open interest at that point. All right. Can you do GameStop? I'm interested in the moves it did and why. Yeah, we could look at GameStop, dude. So that was my trades today. I was down on some stop outs here in the morning, and got faked out a couple different times, and then seeing the purple candles right here. We have our TTM that was screaming our cross. So I went ahead and tried one more trade before I headed out in the gym, and I actually left. So I didn't want to micromanage the trade, so I left. I set some alerts, and then just kept track of it while I was driving and going to the gym. As far as GameStop, dude, I haven't been keeping up with this whole GameStop thing. And oh man, this is our setup all day long right here in our chat room. So this compression, so in between the pivot and the S1 right here, you could just see all this compression going through with these red dots. And then here is your cross, right? And we could zoom a little bit closer like that. So where it does show where the line is above the trigger line. Here's your purple candles, and it did trigger purple a couple times. So that would have been a first one, second one, third one is the charm, and then you get this huge volume confirmation. So whenever you get a breakout like this, you want to make sure that you get that volume confirmation, or else you're just going to get a pop up and then it come back down into the range or even break down lower. Okay, so I don't know if it has news or what's going on with it. I know there Fubo's another one. um, Meme stocks around 30% record volume. Yeah, I don't see necessarily like any news or anything in here that is in cause of this. I think it's just that basket of the meme stocks right here. So they're just going wild, and this was a really nice trade. So 39 up to 44, it's $5 on a $40 stock. So you're thinking like what, like 8% or something like that on the move. I mean, I can measure it out. So um 14%. So it's actually 14%. Yeah, literally no news, dude. Small put on SPY QQQ 819 0826, stopped out in the morning, reshare at close. Yeah, dude. So I don't know if you guys saw, like, if you guys follow me on Twitter, there was a guy who wanted to get a little brave with me. I put out a tweet and I said, SPY will not touch 422. um, I was actually directing it at someone, and then he's like, how can you be so sure? And I'm like, dude, well, the only thing that's sure in life is death and taxes, but I'm pretty damn sure, right? And I mean, I'm over here within 20-30 cents of this, saying that it's not going to touch 432, and it just moved what, like 427, so $5. I mean, that's kind of ballsy to go ahead and call that, right? And but as soon as he said that, it did go ahead and drop, and then we have the 200 MA on the daily, right? That's right at this area, and then they just pulled that bid, and they came back further down. So um, Wednesday. So here's something interesting. So the VIX contracts actually. Do you go over every indicator you have and why and how to use it? Yes. So whenever you become a member of New Age Wall Street, we schedule an onboarding meeting, and then in the onboarding meeting, it's on a Zoom. I give you the indicators, so I help you load them into Thinkorswim, and I help you set up your Thinkorswim. This is a huge pain point for newer traders and some that don't use Thinkorswim. Some people only use like Webull or Robinhood, things like that. So I help you set up your Thinkorswim, put all the indicators in, make sure that they're working correctly, make sure that they're at the right time frames and everything, and then make it really easy for you to be able to toggle back and forth and navigate, answer any questions. We could also put our alerts here in the watch list for our strategy. And then in that onboarding meeting, when you become a member, I do go over exactly how to use each indicator and what to look for. And obviously that's within an hour, like an hour or so, like Zoom call. You're gonna feel very overwhelmed. So we do have also some reference material. So I'm building a whole new thing about it, but we do have some reference material. This is like, you get to come in here, you could see how to set up the indicators as well in the chart. So like if you miss something, here's the link for it. And then so we have a lot of reference material and everything for you for the indicators. And we also have a library. So not just the indicators that I use, but we also have like auto plotting Fibonacci's. Who the heck has auto plotting Fibonacci's? I see people plotting Fibonacci's wrong at least 10 times a freaking session every day. These ones auto plot to the time frame that you go ahead and put in. That itself is worth the amount for signing up. We have trend lines. We have a whole library worth of indicators right here that you get with your membership. Sorry, went on a tangent, on a sales tangent. Um, Thanks for that. I bought calls because it just seemed like it would have this week based on some fake outs last week. So I made a good profit. Thanks for it, man. Appreciate. Oh yeah, absolutely. So on GameStop, and that's the thing is that so even with AMC, right? So I actually put a YouTube video on the AMC that I wouldn't last week that it would not close over 25, and I was absolutely correct. But now we're getting a little bit more volume and momentum, and it could definitely go ahead and break, right? And maybe even after, so forward looking, right? So if we come, this is AMC, and we're looking at next week. The 25 is not as big of an open interest there for next week as it is this week. So we could close this one. It's 5,000 right now, or next week, and then right this week it's 19,000. So that once that premium burns off there, that kind of opens up that gateway that we could potentially move up. So depending on what strike you have, or what expiration date you have, I should say, then I think it is kind of just a matter of time, as long as we could keep the momentum going and the money flowing in, right? If the market starts to, this is kind of our first little indication that we're going to start rounding this curve and come back down, then I would expect that kind of sentiment and everyone just kind of stop, putting money in the market like that. It also seems like if you play crypto, right, crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I'm not going to bring up those charts, but it seems like those are just waiting for like some type of negative catalyst on the actual market to go down as well. So it seems like it's bounced on low volume and stilts. So any type of negative news here, and that could go ahead and come down too. So I appreciate your question. Do you? Yeah, so that's something that I kind of before we get to that, so like what I was saying is that the VIX contracts expire in the morning in pre-market, so that does open us up for a little bit more movement, especially with the if there was puts, so we could definitely start seeing a little bit more of a downtrend play. I'm excited to see if we do go ahead and get that. So especially if we are looking at the VIX, right? Um, it's having trouble with this 20 area, right? So it does not want to stay below this 20 area like yesterday. Oops, zoom out. So it kind of just went sideways against here, and then at the open today, it did try to break below right here, and then try to stay above. But this is our big area of interest right now, and I don't necessarily believe that we're gonna stay below. So especially with the 200 MA right here, at the very least, we need a little bit of rest in order for us to go sideways. They've done a great job of providing structure within the market where we did not just go straight up. I mean, you could see the trend that they are playing right here, right? So this trend is absolutely beautiful, and it's not too big. It is definitely very aggressive, but it's not straight up to where that there's volume gaps in here. And we could prove that by coming over here to like our 4-hour chart, and you could see that there's not any really big volume gaps in here where gaps need to be filled to the downside or anything. So that means that we do have some good supports to keep on moving, but we do have to go sideways if we are going to continue to keep moving up a little bit. Would you go over selling covered calls if you have time? Selling covered calls. So you mean selling premium? So selling calls. What do you have, like a question, a specific question about it? So basically, we kind of talked about this a little bit on the masterclass last week. So some people really suck on trying to choose the direction that the market's going to move, right? So that's generally what we do um, especially if you're an options trader. So you buy to open, um, puts or calls, and so you're betting on where the market direction on where it will go. And so sometimes people are a lot better on betting on where the market will not go, right? So if we know that the 200 MA is up here, right, at the 432-ish area, right? And then we also know that the call wall, right? So the call wall for the options is at 430. Up in this area right here, if we come and we come back to this and we kind of put a box right here. Up in this area right here is like, this is our resistance right here in this area. So this is where they're gonna try to keep it below as of right now. So we know that the market is gonna do everything that it can in this instance, at least for the rest of this week. So we have OPEX this week, which is monthly expiration for the options, that they will probably not want to move the call wall any higher, and that this is going to be a resistance. So what you could do is then on any type of pop up on that, you could sell those calls, and then when you sell cover calls, you have to own the equity. So each contract has 100 shares. You have to own 100 shares of the underlying in order to do a covered call. You could do them naked, but in order to do a covered call, you have to own 100 of them. So per contract. And then so on the SPY, right here, basically what you would do is you look at your handy dandy option chain, you look at your 430s, and then we're looking at the call side. And so we know that the 430s, this is where your resistance is right here for this, at least this is for tomorrow. If you're doing Friday expiration, you come down, and it is going to be a little bit near the same, which is 52,000. And this is a lot bigger because of that OPEX that we're talking about, right? So by Friday, we could, range around this 430 and give a little pops up or what over the 430. But does someone want to bet me a taco on Friday we close under $430, or they pin it right to like 429.52 or something crazy? I will bet you that. Cool. So I don't know if that answers your question as far as doing that. But so basically what you're doing is whenever you're selling premium, is you're betting on where the market will not go. So you're betting that the market will not go over, and you're betting that the market will not close over this price by that expiration date. So and then the thing with that is well, the way that your Greeks work, right? So your Greeks will come, and we'll put them right here. Your right here, your theta is 51 cents, right? So this one is for the 19th, 19th, which is Friday. So per day, you will make $51 per contract on selling these 430 calls as of the close today. So right now the premium is $2.36. So if you let them go to zero, it would be 236 cents that you're credited, and then but every day up until Friday you will make $51 as long as it goes underneath that. The thing is that if it winds up going over 430, you could definitely go ahead and be assigned, and that's why you need to have those extra shares. Not extra shares, but you need to have the shares to be able to cover if you do get assigned, and you have to actually have those shares to be able to sell the people that are buying them. Get it? One thing that you can do, and I really like to do it as far as just doing like a paycheck, is you find a company that you really like, right? So, and then one that has a dividend, preferably something that, AT&T is a good one, Coca-Cola is a good one. I did Bank of America. I'm about to start doing this here again. I haven't paid attention to it much, but oh shoot, this breakout was nice. You guys see this compression breakout? But basically what you want to do is, so you could sell puts, and basically you're betting that the ticker is not going to break below that price, right? So if I sell 35 puts, then I'm betting that the price is going to stay above that up until the expiration. Now, um, then you're just collecting the premium, you're making that money, right? Now, eventually, you're going to be wrong. So eventually the market's going to go ahead and come back around, whether it's a couple months, a year, whatever. Eventually, it will go below where you sold those puts. So on, for this instance, say it's right here at 35, it goes under 35. And then you will get assigned those shares where you have to actually go ahead and buy those shares, right? So now you like Bank of America. It's a really great company. Warren Buffett owns a crap ton of it, right? So then you just owe the on the shares, and then you could sell calls against the shares that you have, and then make money off of that premium by actually having the shares, and you're basically doing like a covered call then, right? And then whenever the ticker moves back up again, you sell the shares, and then you keep it revolving over and over again. It's called the wheel strategy. You look it up on YouTube. You look it up on all over the place. But yeah, really good, really awesome strategy in order for you to just make a paycheck, maybe bi-weekly, monthly, something like that. What's up, brother? What's up, guys? I appreciate you guys taking time out of your evening, coming in, hanging out. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about a thing or two. If you have and here's the thing, guys, is that I don't know what I don't know. So everyone comes into this trading thing with different knowledge, and everyone comes to me, and even people that join New Age Wall Street have different knowledge bases and different experience. So some people did small cap, some already did options, some did crypto or forex. So I don't know what your experience level is, and where what to tell you. So you gotta engage and ask questions, so then I could help you out. SLDP, great example. I think I'll sign up. Oh, nice, dude. uh, let's see here. SLDP. Okay. I don't. What what made you look at this one, dude? I like this. This is like a big cup, right? So here's your cup. Here's your little handle right here where it tested the breakout, and it is a little bit heavy up towards the 750. So it needs to break above 750 and close above that for me to feel more confident in it. But I do like the more macro type setup right here, dude. So I don't know exactly what your plan or what you're looking at on this, but it is looking pretty good so far. Target was a good one this today. TGT. Did you guys see it's in this gap area now? So this thing is gonna go straight to 200 here within the next. If the market stays the way that it is, if it stays pretty bullish, the first stop is 184, which it pretty much got today, and then now 200, and then above that. So this is a good swing trade. And actually, I'm in the middle of making a YouTube video for this week about swing trading, because there are some really good opportunities right now. And so we have all this gap to fill up to this 203 or so on this target. And what you want to look for is this here. You see where all this volume was support and resistance right here in this area. So this was your point of control to your high volume node to the downside. And then we're in this low volume area, right? So all of this right here, this volume all right here, right, is way lower than what it is from right here, and then also right here, right? So this area is going to act as your support, and then here's your target for your resistance. So right from where it is 183, 184 right now, for it to get all the way to 216 or so, with the first stop of like 200, 203 or so. So it wants to fill this volume gap right here from, oh, son of a bitch, I dropped my phone again. It wants to fill this volume gap from the earnings that it had right here. And just like if you look at Walmart, Walmart did the same thing. So Walmart is working on the same thing right here. And this one definitely has room to go. And then Netflix. Netflix has the same thing right here too, where and this one hasn't got going as of yet. So this one is actually still a really good play where it could break up and start moving a lot more aggressively right here. big earnings and fat chains. But I was if you guys, all you guys that are in here, go follow me on TikTok. I've been making a big push on TikTok. I'm putting a lot of content and stuff on there. So make sure you go follow me on there. It's been pretty fun to make the different kind of content on there. I'm still gonna go live here on YouTube. I'm gonna go live on TikTok and stuff as well. But I was actually seeing a jeweler on there. He's doing a gold chain. I think it'd be cool to have a little, just a little something. You know what I mean? Same name on TikTok. Yeah. So at New Age Wall Street. Yep. New Age Wall Street. Um, ROOT. What the hell happened to this thing, dude? Is it went up because of earnings? Wells Fargo Securities trims root price target insurance. This is insurance, right? Oh, it was on a reverse split. Oh, this is a reverse split, bro. Why are you over here getting me excited on this over here? This is a reverse split. So that means that this company is garbage if they have to do a reverse split. So um yeah, man, I don't. Yeah, so it's back up here towards this area right here because of the split. They got down to under $1. So for those of you guys that don't know, I'm not 100% sure for the New York Stock Exchange, but for the Nasdaq, in order for you to be listed on the Nasdaq, you have to be priced at least over $1. So if not, you could be delisted. So um, the Nasdaq the market will send I'm sorry guys, I blanked out. So the market will send them a letter saying that they're at risk of being delisted and that they need to do something in order to get the price back above, or else they're going to be delisted. So that's, and one of the ways that you're able to combat that is by doing a reverse split. And so a reverse split is, so like Tesla's about to do a split, what is it, next week or so, right? So they're adding 3 times the float, right? So the float will be 3 times what it actually is right now, which is, it's absolutely huge. I did the math on Twitter like a week or two ago, and it's not going to move the way that it used to anymore. But on a reverse split, what they do is they basically cut the shares that they have in, you know, half or a third or whatever it is. And so since there's less shares available out in the market, excuse me, it makes the price go up. So this isn't necessarily up because of organic price action or some type of catalyst. Yeah. How did you find this stock, dude? Just like on a Paul, so how did you find it? Like as a like on a scanner or something? Just interested on how you found it. Yeah, that's like LMND, right? So LMND was really freaking nice to go ahead and trade at one point during COVID. So if you see right here, look at this. They IPO'd. They gave this awesome freaking base, and then it ran up here from $52 up to 170. And there's an older gentleman that was in my room for a while, and we would nail the absolute shit out of this thing back and forth. And then we let it go. So then now it's not doing anything, and you could see that this thing is getting to the point where it may need to, you know, split as well. It's at $15 right now, but in all honesty, this is actually a pretty good basing pattern on this. Uh, oh no, it's run up here to 30. So, but this compression break out of here, so you guys could see the compression, right? And then the purple candles, and it went from 20 to 30, which is 30%. Pretty nice. Lycee. Someone else was telling me about Lycee the other day, dude. And yeah, this one. So like, this is what. So you can see where I was already outlining it right here as this big base, right? So if we come to like this on the weekly chart, we have a bunch of volume that right here at the 741, and it's above that now, and it looks like it's peaked above this $8. So we could come a little bit closer here. It's right below $8. So if it gets over $8, that's where the breakout point is. So once it gets over 8 and stays over 8, that would be really nice. I really like that idea. I don't even know what this company does, dude. Lithium. Lithium. Yeah, I don't know. Lee is a good one too. So Lee Auto. I think this is a Chinese one. So we're in this channel here to the downside right here on this Lee. You guys could see like this, right? So once it breaks above this little channel right here, and it's already starting to try to put a base on this 30, I think that this Lee could get going here a lot pretty aggressively too. Recycles lithium batteries. Oh, that's cool. Zoom. So Zoom had earnings. This was one that we looked at. We talked about on Sunday Stockcast. So Sunday Stockcast. This was one that we were outlining, right? And and the same thing. Nice bottoming pattern and everything right here, right? But yeah. So with the earnings, I don't. Let me see. Or maybe they haven't reported yet. I thought they reported. But yeah, I do like it on the bigger time frame though here, dude. So like this, you can see where all this compression is set in here on this weekly chart. It does need to get above this like 118, 120-ish area, and then we have potential for it to move up. So maybe we could give a call to some of the meme stock guys to kind of give it a little push over here. Will be needed for all your worn out Teslas. Yeah, dude, that's crazy, bro. Like I mean, the battery on a battery on a regular hybrid car, right? So I had a hybrid Nissan at one point, hybrid Nissan Altima, and it was actually a badass car. Like it was a really cool car. And mm, what was I? So um, the battery, the hybrid system started going out in it, and they were quoting me like 8 grand to like get a new battery, the new a new hybrid battery for it. And that battery is nothing like what the Tesla ones are. So I mean, it's kind of crazy because I want I don't know what the economic or not economic, but the ecological impact is of having to dispose of lithium batteries like that. You know what I mean? Like so. Zoom, Salesforce. Salesforce is CRWD, right? Or that's cloud. It's CRM. Oh yeah, dude, I like this one here. Whoever called out this one. Um, yeah, lithium seems like it is very, very, very terrible for the environment, bro. Yeah, I like this. So this one is rounding this little corner right here. We have this 190-ish area that we wanted to stay above, right? Like right here. And then we just need a little bit of volume right here, a little push. We have our compression set up. We already crossed to the upside. So potentially, any day we could get like a $10 candle here to the upside. So I really do like it. And if we're looking at the volume profile, let's take a look at that. Yeah, so now we're getting into this little lower volume gap. So then um, the profit potential on this isn't really nice. So it's like 20 bucks. So you're talking about like 10%. On an options, you're not on an options trade on this. You're not going to make too much unless you go super super heavy on your position. But nevertheless, still a decent trade. You may do better on like Target, Walmart, or Um, what was the other one? Netflix. What is the dude? I just thought of one on the 23rd. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you could do shares, that would be a lot better. Cool guys, I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. If you guys could like the stream for me so that YouTube thinks I'm doing a good job over here, and go tell your trading buddies to come and hang out as well. Whenever we're doing this, we do it Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. If do you guys have any other tickers or anything else you want to go over as far as like sentiment going into next week, or not next week, but like getting into the end of the week, I should say, Wednesday. Like I said, it'll be interesting in pre-market with the VIX expiration. I would love for us to short a little bit further down and get back down to at least 425. 420 would be cool, but this market is pretty much nonstop right now. Where you see that the insiders are buying, like on a S4. Looks like a red day tomorrow. I that's what I want. So that's what I want. But you know, we're not here to try to pick a top or anything like that. I would love for us to see a little bit more volatility and get to the downside tomorrow. But we'll see. We're definitely significantly bullish with it, with us being above 425 right now. Ownership. Here we go. I don't remember the codes here if they sold or if they bought. So like right here. Oh, these are no. This is for options. This is transaction day 8/1. Yeah, so he actually sold them. So A is for acquired, D is for disposed of, and he disposed of 9,600 shares. So that's that guy. He offloaded on that on the first. This guy sold too. This guy sold more. This guy sold. That guy didn't. Oh, this is Megan. Poor little Megan didn't get as much as everyone else, dude. Chief accounting officer. She needs to go talk to someone about and this, so this person did buy. So Julie over here, Julie did go ahead and buy some, but it's weird that it says 0 on here. Why does she get it for free? So that's weird. Anyways, yeah. So I would like to see where you say that they're acquiring it. And what article? Cool. Yeah, I would love to see us. I mean, we could look at the futures right now and see what the futures are doing. I don't think that there's much movement on them right now, but oh, we're going down a little bit. So I would love to open up gap down here tomorrow and get some blood going. So Cool. No other questions, no other tickers, guys. Everyone feels confident going in tomorrow. Everyone's going to kill it. I'm going to see huge P&Ls that say New Age Wall Street all over them tomorrow. Tag me in your P&Ls, man. If you guys post your P&Ls like on Twitter, I'd love to see your P&Ls and give you a shout out for you doing well and stuff. So even if you're not in the chat room, I would still love to celebrate your wins with you. How about Apple? Not sure if I missed it. So we didn't talk about Apple tonight. This one is a hard one, bro, because it's this thing is like how far away from all-time highs right here. 182.94. We're at 173.03, so that's like a $9-10. As far as on the volume profile, we're above the volume profile now, so this area, the 170, should act as support, but that means that we do have room to come back down to retest the breakout point of the 170, right? So that could definitely be the case right here, where we come back and retest around 170, even 168 or so. So I don't necessarily know going into tomorrow, but yeah, absolutely. Rich, nice to see you, bro. Apple is BDE. What's BDE? Break. Oh, dude, you got some big old cojones over here, shorting into the strength, bro. Uh, I in the morning, so like in hindsight, right? Hindsight's 2020, and shorting into these little pops when we've had nothing but strength over the last what 3 weeks or so is kind of silly. Like me trying to pick a top or what have you, and I know that I'm not necessarily trying to go back all the way down to 400. I'm just trying to play the range. It's something that I was thinking to myself today at the gym is like it was pretty silly where I should just been more patient with the setups, and then if I would have took so I made like overall I made like 6,000 on this trade from right here to the upside, and that would have been 6,000 in profit instead of making up losses and only being up 2,000. You know what I mean? Way out the money. What expiration by chance, dude? 'Oh, cool. Did one of you go in and just sign up just a little bit ago? I think so, guys. Welcome, dude. Welcome, welcome. Is it Ravi what? 819. 170 puts. Ah, dude, that's rough, man. We'd have to get a really bloody day for that to happen. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow with the VIX expiration in the morning, um, and then as well with we also have Fed minutes in the afternoon tomorrow. It shouldn't be that much of an impact. It's just kind of reiterating and just outlining what actually was said during the actual Fed meeting and in August, in the announcement in August. So we may get a little bit of volatility at that. Just as a reminder, we have those Fed minutes coming out at 2 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. I thought it was the actual Fed announcement, but I guess they're skipping over August, or excuse me, they're from July. So they're skipping over August, and then we won't have another Fed rate announcement until September. So make sure that you keep can't operate in a vacuum. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Like if you're bro, if you're trading by yourself, especially with the options thing, like there's so many different variables, and that's what's awesome about being in a community, right? So there's guys that are in my chat room that have been there since been here since day one, and they stay just for the community aspect of like, this is my trade, and I had a good day or I had a bad day, that we could rally behind them, or we could say, what the heck were you thinking? We could also give our input, like, well, did you think of this, like when you took the trade? and it's always nice, right? And so sometimes I take a trade, and then someone reminds me of something that I didn't think of too, right? Even though I'm, the head trader, what have you. Sometimes I forget about things. Like I was actually in DDOG on a swing like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, and I'm over there holding all happy, like I'm up, up pretty well on it. And then someone told me that they had earnings that the next day or that day. And I was like, well, I'm not going to hold through the earnings. So I just went ahead and offloaded it, took my profit, and let it do its thing. So, yeah, it's really nice to have a community and friends, around this, because there's, even like in your personal life, I could bet you, like, if you try to go actually talking technical to someone about this that is a little bit more intelligent than one of these AMC apes, like, that wants to just YOLO into anything that's gapped up more than 10%, it's hard to have a decent conversation with someone because they just don't understand. So I am definitely there, and it sucks, man. So I'm tired of telling people I trade and they show me their Robinhood app, so, or, and that's not to say that like Robinhood is bad. If you trade on Robinhood, whatever, I'm not bagging on you. It's just like a lot of people that are on there are not serious, serious traders. They're more hobbyists. So cool, guys. Gonna finish editing a video, get some food, call it a day. Been at this here since like 5:30 this morning. We'll see you for live trading tomorrow. So come trade live with us tomorrow on YouTube. I will be here live tomorrow at 9 a.m. and hopefully we get some good setups. And so bring the energy. We'll have a good time tomorrow, right? We'll catch you guys later.